I'm going to show you two ways to finish the edge of the bird when you've done all your decorating. You can either use blanket stitch or whip stitch, like this. Whip stitch is a stitch on an angle and it doesn't have an edge, whereas blanket stitch is straight and has an edge. Both of them are fine for felt. The first one, whip stitch, is made pretty much in the same way as blanket stitch, but there's a difference. You don't catch the thread, so you start at the bottom and you just go over the felt, over the edge, and come back from the back forward, and your thread makes that lovely little stitch. So do the same, come from the back, next to it, try and keep your stitches the same distance apart. Goes like that. It can also look like that, but you just push the stitches over if you like, and there it is. So that's whip stitch, and it creates this effect. Whip stitch is nice, but it's hard to make it look very tidy on both sides, as you can see. I don't know, that's not very nice. Blanket stitch is easier to keep looking nice on both sides. So I'll show you blanket stitch. Okay, you also I'll start on that side. You start on the back. You make a small stitch to start with, so it's on both sides. I always push it to the right through the loop, and now the first thing you do, I'm working from right to left, the first thing you do is go in from the front and up over the thread. Can you see this? Over the thread. So I've got a loop. Make that loop again to your left and push the needle in from the front over the thread. So I'm catching the needle inside a loop. I'm working upwards, but you can also do the same thing working downwards. It's just a matter of preference. For me, it's easier to work up. So it looks pretty rough, but if you work very small stitches and consistently, it can look really tidy, like this. Go right around and hide it, like I did there. Hide it with a very small stitch when you're finished, and then you push your needle in. So you would do a small stitch at the top and push your needle in through the felt and bring it out somewhere else where you can just snip it off. And that's how I always finish my stitches.